Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today, this video I wanted to do is going over some more brands that I think you should be looking out for when you are thrifting to resell, or if you're thrifting for yourself and you like nice things. These are some brands that were not included in my other two videos of brands to look out for, and they are ones that I have kind of learned since then, and they are worth a lot of money if you do stumble across them. There's no particular order, I just kind of came up with a little list. Most of these are just some lesser known, very expensive brands, not so much ones that are just trendy and stuff. They're the more expensive ones. There is one on here that's a little more on the trendy side versus designer, but yes, if you stumble across these are extremely expensive. I'll also put a picture here of ones that I have found from this brand before. I'll maybe go over what they retail at and stuff like that. The first one is a brand called Worth, W-O-R-T-H, and the tag usually says Worth, New York. This is the Worth piece that I found. I had never heard of this brand before, and I was just at a Goodwill and I came across it, and it just, obviously it caught my eye because look at it, it's like watercolor paint, kind of like blazer thing, but so it caught my eye, and then I saw that the tag just kind of looked kind of like something expensive. Also, it said New York, which can be a good sign sometimes, obviously not always. And so I looked it up, and Worth is extremely, extremely expensive. You can go to their website. Their stuff is crazy expensive. So if you ever see Worth, get it because it is extremely expensive. And this item does have a few likes, so it is doing pretty decent. The next one is the more trendy one that I recently found for the first time. I had heard of it before, but I had never found it, and it's called Everlane. And this is my piece that I have from Everlane, and it is not super expensive. It is more between $50 to $70, I think, from what I saw per piece. But it sells for, it's kind of like Lulu's, where it sells for basically retail. You can resell it for basically what the retail is, like Lulu's dresses. This piece that I have, I think retailed at $48, and I have it listed for $40, and it has a ton of likes, and I do imagine selling it for at least $36. Yeah, you can almost make retail on Everlane, and you should get Everlane if you see it. Next is this brand called Nicholas K, and this is the piece that I have from Nicholas K. I actually found this dress at a TJ Maxx on clearance for $20, but this dress retails at $410, and this is actually a piece that he did with Free People. Now, he sometimes is with Free People, but he sometimes is just his own brand. I can put the tag here also of what it looks like. It doesn't look like an expensive tag in the slightest, but it is very expensive. All of his stuff is extremely expensive, so definitely get it if you ever see it. It doesn't catch your eye because not the prettiest, not the cutest, but it's expensive and it's worth getting to resell. Next is a brand called Tanya Taylor. Now, she is a very high-end luxury brand. She has runway shows and stuff like that. I stumbled upon her brand on The RealReal, I think, and I looked into her, and I ordered a piece of hers to resell. This is what it looks like. It's really cute. It's like neoprene scuba material or whatever. It retailed at $700 or $800, and I also think I have a skirt of hers that's new with tag, and just for a skirt, it was $400. So she's extremely expensive. If you ever see Tanya Taylor, get her. Next is one of my, it has quickly become one of my favorite brands ever. Not that I own it for me or anything, but of the two pieces I found, I am obsessed with both. It is called Issa Tapia, Issa-Tapia, 2 words. This is one of my pieces from him or her, and this is another one. They make the cutest shoes ever. Ever. These are so cool. Both of them retail at like $700 to $900. They're so expensive. They are so cute. All of his stuff is like this. It's fun to just like scroll through all his shoes. He's sold at like Nordstrom. I think even he's on NordstromRack.com. Extremely expensive. If you happen to see Isotopia, I will put what like the inside label in the shoe looks like here because it's kind of in cursive. But if you ever see it, you'll definitely notice because they all pop out at you because they're so cool looking. But yes, if you ever see it, get it. That's what the logo looks like. The next one is called Adeam, A-D-E-A-M. This is another very high-end luxury brand. I ordered this also from Posh to resell on Posh because someone had completely underpriced it. I think I bought it for like $50 or $45. And it retails at like $1,300, and it was actually a runway piece also, so that's what this is. You might want to send it into the RealReal if you do find it, but I just want you guys to know what this brand is. I am still having mine listed on Posh for like $700, but I'll probably end up sending it to the RealReal at some point. I just like, it's so cool to like have something that retailed at $1,300 in your closet, so that's why I haven't got rid of it yet. But yes, Adeam is so expensive. So if you see it, get it. I'll put the tag of mine here, and then I'll put the other Adeam tag I've seen here as well, because they're quite different. So yes, if you see Adeam, get Adeam. The next one, some of you might know, this isn't as unknown as what I think the rest of these are. It's called Equipment, and it usually says Equipment Femme on it. There's what the tag looks like. This is the only piece, oh no, I think I might have found 2 pieces by Equipment, but this is the only one that I have right now in my closet. The other one I sent to the RealReal because this one's a lot cuter than the other one I had. Equipment does a lot of silk, it seems like, at least that's what I found, and they are quite expensive as well. This thing right here retailed at $300 to $400, I don't quite remember. But yeah, Equipment's very expensive, and I've been told it sells really well and really fast on Posh. I got this pretty recently, so I cannot say if that's true or false. But yeah, if you see Equipment, get Equipment. The next brand's called Altuzarra. It's spelled Altuzarra. And I actually kind of have a piece by them. I have a piece that was Altuzarra with like a collab with J. Crew. And I'll show you those. They're not the cutest, but they are suede, and they retailed at like $400, even at J. Crew. But Altuzarra is extremely expensive. I'm not sure if they just make shoes, but it's very expensive. Again, luxury, high-end brand. And no, they also make clothing. I see dresses on here. And yeah, a dress of theirs is about $1,400. So if you see Altuzarra, I'll try to put a label here as well. Get it because it's so expensive. And the final brand that I thought I would tell you guys about today, because I had heard about it not too long ago and I had not heard about it before, is called Aquatalia. They, I believe, just make shoes, but they make extremely expensive shoes. They retail between like $300 and $600. I'll show you what the name looks like here. I do not have a piece from them, but I did see a piece of theirs in a Marshalls. And I really wanted to get it, but they had it priced at like $50, and I just didn't at that point want to invest $50 in a pair of shoes. I have a lot of shoes, and $50 is kind of a lot for reselling, so I did not get those shoes. So keep an eye out for Aquatalia if you happen to stumble across their shoes. They are very expensive. I hope that you guys liked this video of brands that you should be grabbing if you see. This time I'm more focused on luxury brands over kind of just lower end brands that you haven't heard of. Hopefully that's okay. I just couldn't think of any like cheaper end brands that you may not have heard of. Usually people have kind of heard of the popular cheaper brands. And so I thought I would tell you some kind of out there, more unheard of luxury designers in case you've seen them or you've passed them up or something. And I know a lot of you like to learn brands from me, so I like to do these videos for you because I kind of slowly just gain more and more knowledge about brands that I haven't heard of that I pick up on. So I hope you like this. Let me know if you learned new brands from this. I hope that you did. And let me know if you knew any of these or if you've sold / have any of these brands, because they're very expensive brands, so that'd be cool. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you like this kind also, because I like to make these ones. I think this is my third one of brands you should be picking up. So thank you for watching. I will stop rambling now. Goodbye.